Hi, you are welcome to Achievers Bridge YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be discussing about negativity. What is negativity? How does negativity operate? What are the ideologies that support negativity and how to break forth away from negativity? This is going to be the content of our discussion today. But before then, if this is your first time on this YouTube channel, kindly click on the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell so that anytime an important content like this comes up, you will be notified. And please don't forget to help us like the video and share it so that it can be able to reach as more and more people out there. So back to our content of the day. Okay, what is negativity? What's the meaning of the word negativity? Negativity simply means being pessimistic. It simply means one looking at the negative aspect of life. When people are looking at the possibility of things, someone with negativity will always look at the impossibility of those things. When people are looking at the brighter aspect of life, someone with negativity will be looking at the darker aspect of life. When people think of why things is possible to happen, someone with negativity will look at why it is impossible for it to happen. Negativity have landed a lot of people into the land of failures. Some people could not take action simply because of negativity. Negativity have caused more harm than good. I believe by now you understand what negativity means. Negativity means thinking of bad things. People that are not negative in life always look at what the good things, while someone with negativity always look at bad things. Okay, so that is simply what a negativity is. Then someone may ask, okay, what prompted this topic to be discussed at Achievers Bridge? Why is this topic so important? This topic is very important because we have observed a lot of people that are doing harm to themselves unknowingly because of this negativity mindset. How can that happen? Okay, for instance, I have come across someone that lost a scholarship not because of anything but because of a negativity mindset. First of all, he had this mentality that scholarship used to be very, very difficult to get, and he also had this mentality that scholarship is only reserved for some certain class of people. But by the way, he just went ahead and then applied for the scholarship, and when he applied for that scholarship, he kept on thinking, okay, why did I even apply for this scholarship? This scholarship is not meant for people like me. Fortunately, they called him for the interview, and when he went for the interview, he didn't write anything. And if he was asked, after not getting the scholarship at the end of the day, he was like, I knew it from the beginning that this scholarship was not meant for me, so I feel comfortable that I didn't get this scholarship. But there is something he didn't understand. He didn't understand that the reason why he could not get that scholarship was because of negativity. Now someone may be prompted to ask, okay, how did negativity cause that? Okay, just hang on this video. We will look at it step by step on how that was the major cause of him losing that scholarship. Now this takes us to the next stage of how negativity operates. Now let us look at step by step on how negativity operates and leads someone to failure. Negativity, let me start by saying this, negativity itself is failure. That is it. Negativity is failure. Please, let me establish this. And record this in your mind that negativity simply means an introduction to failure. Now, let's look at this. How does negativity start? It starts by going into your conscious mind. By the time you consciously tell yourself that, okay, I know I'm not going to win this. I know this course is going to be hard for me. I know this business is going to be difficult for me. I know this lady will not agree to marry me. I know I will not get this work. I know I will not be able to build a house. I know the country is going to be very bad for me. I know I'm not going to win this election. I know I'm not going to be able to compete against this competitor. By the time you start giving that content to your mind, then that is the onset of negativity. And as you continuously give that conscious information to your brain, it keeps on digging down into your subconscious mind to the extent that it will accumulate in your subconscious part of your brain. And then before you know it, your brain will begin to act on it at default. Now, don't get this wrong. Negativity by itself does not have power over a man, does not have power over a person. But by the time it accumulates and then you gives it room to go into your subconscious mind, it will only take the grace of God for you to be able to overcome it and then manage your own life at the end of the day. By the time negativity accumulates in your brain and then it stays in your subconscious mind, you will not need to feed it with your conscious mind again. Negativity itself will keep on radiating anytime you want to take any action, anytime you want to take any step, anytime you want to do anything that will lead you to a successful life. negativity will begin to radiate up from your subconscious mind to take away your actions. Now, negativity itself does not stop you from becoming successful, but all it does is that it starts by declining your strength. It starts by reducing your zeal. It starts by reducing your willingness to do something, because by the time it tells you that, okay, this thing is not meant for you, man. Okay, so don't take any action, because you know that this thing, you cannot be able to get this thing. Before you know it, you now begin to like, okay, all the zeal you had to be able to study for that thing, or all the zeal you had to take action to that very thing that you have been planning for, negativity will just shut it down. And we all know that if you subtract action from anything in this life, success is far away from you. The very moment you take away action from anything, you move in a zero direction. That is it. So negativity will start by giving you more reason why you should not take action. Negativity will tell you, okay, this thing is not meant for you, so please, no need of you to take action. Can we now relate how that scholarship, how that person lost that scholarship? First of all, when he started believing that he will not be able to get this scholarship, the next thing that will come to his mind is that, why am I even wasting my time, to study these books? Why do I need to study for this scholarship? Why do I even have to have a sleepless night, trying to find information relevant to that scholarship? Why do I even need to go and meet someone that is a beneficiary of this scholarship to give me information about it? After all, I know that this scholarship is not bound for me. Before you know it, the person will not even want to take further action to go and meet someone that have written the scholarship and have gotten it in the past. And then the next thing is that he will not even bother himself trying to study about the scholarship. He will not even want to know what are the things that may come out in that scholarship, not to talk of him or her trying to study for it. And before you know it, day one goes, day two goes, day three goes, and did not study anything for that scholarship. And then times keep on going on. He will not study anything, he will not learn anything, and he will keep on, days will keep approaching. Before you know it, the day for the scholarship is here, and he was not able to learn anything. And imagine somebody going to write a scholarship exam without learning anything. Imagine somebody going to sit for a scholarship exam without studying relevant things that have to do with the scholarship. And before you know it, he writes nonsense and he gets nothing in return. Can we see that now negativity have made him to lose that scholarship? That is how negativity works in all other people's life. By the time you begin to believe in a negative direction, when you go for a job interview and you begin to feel like, okay, I don't think I'll perform well in this thing, before you know it, that same message you gave to your brain will now radiate into your deep subconscious mind. And as you are answering the interview questions, you will be shaking, because deep inside of you, your mind will be telling you, okay, I don't think you can be able to perform well at this thing. Or if you want to go into that very business, if you try and fail at the first trial, you lose money. You go into the second trial, you fail and lose money. Before you know it, your subconscious mind will be like, oh, initially I told you, you cannot be able to win in this business, and you mistakenly take your step to go to it, and now see you have failed and lost money. And before you know it, you will back off and you will not take further action. Before you know it, boom, you have lost it. Or maybe if you plan on building a house and maybe you told yourself, Kai, I don't think I can be able to afford building a house. Oh my God, these things are expensive. And maybe you even had that courage to start up with a bold step of starting the building, and then maybe you started with foundation and then you started building the house. By the time you hear that, okay, bag of cement have become very expensive, and then you back off, and before you know it, once you are with the money with you, you use it to eat this, use it to buy this that are not important, you use it to waste it on this, and before you know it, you are not able to build any house. Can we see it? Negativity caused you to lose the zeal of building your own house, and then in the physical, you are not able to build the house. Indirectly, negativity stopped you from building your own house. You can put this in any aspect of life. Think of it. Be it in a relationship, maybe in your family, you begin to feel like, okay, peace can never be in this family, love can never exist in this family. Oh, cooperation with my brothers is not possible. By the time you give these negative thoughts to yourself, you now begin to feel like, okay, what's even the essence of me cooperating with them? So I don't think cooperating with these guys will even do anything. Oh, I don't think sitting down to discuss with my family, will bring anything good to me. And by the time it stops you from taking action to meeting your family to discuss important things, that is the beginning of your failure on progressing in this family or in that family. That is how negativity works. So in a nutshell, negativity does not come by itself physically and stop you from succeeding, but it starts by taking away the important things that is needed for you to succeed. It takes away your zeal, it takes away your willingness to take action, it takes away your hope, it takes away all the good part of thoughts that you have had. Now, moving to the next step, what are the ideologies that generate this negativity? We are going to be looking at the three ideologies, the three major ideologies that generate negativity in our mind. The first thing is, there is no record of someone that have done that in the past. The second thing is, someone have tried that in the past and it have not worked, it failed. And then the third thing is, somebody have already taken that opportunity, so it will not work again. Now let's begin with the first step. No one have tried that before. Some people settle down and look at the things that have never existed before and then believe that it can never happen. Okay? Someone will be like, okay, no one have ever generated a car before. Imagine if the person that started an automobile production started with that kind of mentality, we will not be having cars today. People look at this thing, okay, no one have done this before, and then before you know it, they begin to look at the negative aspect of it. Okay, now it will not even happen, it cannot be achieved, this thing cannot be possibly done, this business cannot work because I've not seen anybody that have done it in the past before. You know, they will not look at the need for that business, they will not look at lucrativeness of that business, they will not look at the opportunity that is in that sphere of business. All they will look at is, there's nobody that have done that kind of business before, there's nobody that have done that kind of marriage before, there's nobody that have done that kind of cooperation with the family, with their family before. You know, before you know it, all the negative aspect of those things will now begin to come in. Instead of the positive aspect of it to come in, the negative aspect of it will be the one to be coming. Okay, so that is one of the ideologies that used to generate negativity. And then the second ideology that used to generate negativity is, someone have done this in the past and he failed. You know, people have tried this before and it have never worked. Some people judge their life based on other people's failure. People tend to base on other people's failures to make judgment, and which is chopping down deep into other people's life, and then it makes them to begin to radiate all sort of negativity around those niche. Think of any aspect of life, that is how negativity chops into it. And then lastly, the ideology, the general ideology that used to bring or radiate negativity from people's mind is that someone have taken that opportunity, so I don't think there's space for me in there. You know, I cannot go into online retailing business because Jeff Bezos have already taken that sphere and then he is very successful. I don't think I can be able to have space in that business area. You know, Dangote have gone into this cement business and I don't think I can be able to go into that again. You know, that Asian guy have taken that platform for selling Bitcoin. You know, he has taken this Binance, and then I don't think I can be able to build a software that can carry a major market cap for selling Bitcoins. You know, people look at other people's success as more reason why they should fail. I just wonder how people take this life to be. But instead of them to look at it as an opportunity for them to like, okay, this person have tried it and then it is working, so I think it's an opportunity for me to go in there. Since it is working, let me even go there too and even innovate a lot of things and come up with something good. But no, people that are generally only focusing on the negative aspect of life, especially in a society where negativity is the top of the day, people will always look for a reason as to why things will not work. Imagine, okay, some people will say, this have not happened before, so I don't think it will happen. Then another person will say, oh, someone tried this and it did not work before. Now, something have happened before and it is working. Another person will say, oh my goodness, somebody have taken the opportunity and it's not working. That is how people have find themselves in failures. That is how very few people are successful. That is how few people take action that will take them to their successful area of life. But I believe with this video, you will be able to know why are people failures, why are more number of people failures in this life, and then why is it that it's difficult for people to take steps that will be helpful to them? Why is it that only few people are successful in life? I believe you have found an answer to why these things are happening this way. And then lastly, we are going to be looking at, okay, how can one tackle negativity? How can one run away from negativity? How can one face himself away from negativity? How can one avoid himself from going into a negative life? It's very simple. Always look at the positive aspect of life. If you want to start a business, if no one have gone into that business before, study it very well. Study the environment. Go on YouTube, look at the businesses that are similar to that kind of business. Look at how people succeeded at it. Then come back to your own area of business. Then look at it, study it very well. Look at the environment. Is there a need for that business? Is there a way I can be able to succeed at this business? If the answer keeps on coming as yes to you, then focus more on why you should go into this business. Or if your challenge is that people tried out that kind of business before and it did not work, then try to study it. Okay, why is it that these people failed? What are the reasons that these people didn't succeed at it? Is there anything they didn't take into consideration? Or if your challenge is that someone have gone into that business and is very successful, then look at it. Okay, how can I be able to meet this person so that he can share his ideas with me? How can this person be able to support me so that I can also come up with this same model of business in this area or in that area so that I can be successful? Whatever situation that comes to you, look at a better positive way that you can be able to work on it. Even if you look at the negative aspect of life, look at it in a constructive manner. Look at it, okay, this thing didn't work. Okay, why didn't it work? Okay, how can I be able to make it work? Look at the positive aspects of life. With that, you will be able to overcome negativity, and then you will dive your way into a positive aspect of life. And then in a video that is coming up next, we are going to be looking at a positive lifestyle, the power of positivity, and how one can be able to build a life from a positive mindset. So thank you for following this video to the end. I believe this video was very helpful to you. If you can relate to how negativity was trying to push you backward and how you overcome it, please feel free to share a comment in the comment section so that we will also try to look at it and then learn from each other. Thank you very much and have a great time.